Gentlemen, you combined to wear the uniforms for 8 different teams during your careers, and now you're teammates on the greatest team ever assembled, the Hall of Fame team. And we're going to give you both lifetime contracts. You're not going anywhere. Sandy, I'm sorry, can't have them. And we're absolutely thrilled to welcome you to Cooperstown. So it's our pleasure now to ask you to stand so that Jane and I can outfit you with your new uniforms.
He wore it backwards more than I did.
I need a helmet, though. I was going to say, you're going to be the first helmet, right?
Ken, let's go ahead and start with you with some opening comments and remarks.
I am very honored, humbled by this this tremendous. Wow, it's something that you can only dream of. It's not that I knew I could play baseball, but I didn't know at this level until later in my career what I was able to do. At age 19, it's pretty much trying to survive day in and day out of baseball. And as I got older, and I think I started realizing, around 35, my place in baseball. Had a little help from my father, who is somewhere around here. When we hit back-to-back home runs, oh, there he is. When we hit back-to-back home runs, being 20, when I shook his hand, he was like, you know what we did? And I was like, yeah, we went back-to-back. Like I had, like every other 20-year-old, it was like no big deal. And he was like, yeah, we just went back-to-back. Nobody else done that. I was like, yeah, okay, now let's do it again. And he understood, the history of the game at, being 38, 39, where I was just like, I'm ready to play every day. But as I got older, I finally understood, what I've accomplished and where I had a potential to be. And, now it's paid off. So I'm going to go into the weekend with the Seattle Mariners hat on.
Thank you, Ken. Mike?
First and foremost, I would like to thank God for this blessing today. I'm really honored, and it's really overwhelming to think. Thank you to the writers, obviously, you guys, for voting us in. It's so rewarding to be recognized by those who cover the sport and know the gravitas of this hall and the history of the sport. Thank you to the hall, distinguished members here on the dais, for their incredible dedication to the history of the game. And it's truly a special club, as they mentioned, and the passion and the incredible detail at which they honor the game is truly inspiring. Ken, what an honor it is to go in with you. I remember signing with the Dodgers in 1988, and one of my first games was against an instructional league team, the Seattle Mariners, and I remember watching you and being awed by your athletic talent, and knew I was the complete polar opposite of you. But I knew I had one thing that I can do and get the bat to the zone and hit, and as a young catcher, I knew I had a lot of work to do, and I think that speaks volumes about how wonderful this game is that you have such an amazing, diverse role system that players can find their way and really, truly make a great living at this sport. And for me, being a student of history and a student of the sport is something, again, that is truly overwhelming because everybody knows it's not easy. It's a grind, and there's so many stories. And when you get an honor like this, you truly think back from your days in the minor leagues and living with three guys and, going to late night fast food and all the work and dedication that you do put in. It's something that, again, is it brings it all around in focus. And, it's something that's very special. My wife, Alicia, I want to thank her for her support and love. And she's really, as Ken and I were laughing, retirement isn't that easy for us guys, and they put up with a lot. And so they I'll tell you what, they truly do support us. And sometimes it's tough when you leave the game because you go from having a job to no job. And they know it's not always easy. So they've been, I'm sure, very, in your case, in my case, very instrumental in carrying us through. But as far as my hat, I want to be very clear and say that as much as I loved coming up with the Dodgers and will always cherish my time there, I'm going to go in as a New York Met. So, Jeff here, thank you. Thanks, Kenny. Jeff and Sandy here. I again, enjoyed coming up with the Dodgers and had an amazing career there as far as getting to know Sandy Koufax and Don Drysdale and the Hall of Famers. But fortunately for me, I eventually ended in New York somehow, some way, shape, or form, and became a New York Met and truly have a special relationship here with the fans of the Mets. So thank you.